Hey everyone, and welcome to video number 2. In this video I'm going to install the blog using the backup buddy or import buddy.php script. Very easy to do. The very first thing we're going to do is install a database, which is also very easy to do. The whole process is very simple actually. It should only take you 5 to 10 minutes max. I just thought I'd share something with you quickly. Um, this is what I do with every single site, uh, blog or whatever I build. Is I create a notepad file. I have the name of the domain, FTP information, database information. So I even write this out even before I've even installed anything or uploaded any, or even created a database. I always do it this way. You don't have to do it this way, but I find it quite easy to access when it comes time to finding your WordPress information or emails, whatever. Um, when you're creating a database, basically the the database name is going to be prefaced by the name of the user of the account itself with an underscore. So it's very easy to create, you know, with my particular hosting account, it's usually about a 5 character limit for your database name that I've found. The user is about a 7 character limit, and then of course your password could be quite long. That's about 14 characters. But I have all this ready to go before I even do anything. Now, once again, you don't have to do it this way, but I just thought I'd share that with you. It might help some of you who are new um, to just have all this information ready. You know, and when it comes time to installing the blog or logging into your WordPress, it's all right here. You always have a file that's ready to go. So, having said that, what the very first thing we're going to do, um, just move this up quickly and show you that I'm installing it on a brand new domain I purchased today called onlinebodybuildingtips.org. As you can see, just refresh this. There's nothing here. There's no blog. So I'm going to be installing this blog here, the Bodybuilding Techniques blog. Okay, quite a nice looking blog there. So very first thing we need is a MySQL database. So click that link here, and then I'm going to go back to that file. Because I've already set it up, my database name, I'm going to do a Control-C to copy that, and then paste it here. Create the database. So now you can see here the username of the account underscore and the name of the database I just gave, which mimics this here. Okay, so now we go back, and then for add new user, I'm going to take this information here, Control C or right click copy, and Control V, and then for password, double click that, Control V, paste. Just make sure all those circles are green with white tick marks. Click create user. Okay, so we got the username and the password. Go back. Just move this down a little bit. And now I'm going to add my database to my user, or vice versa. And I'm going to select all privileges and then click make changes. And that's it. The user was added to the database, and that is half the battle right there. So it's very simple. I'm going to move this back up. Okay, go back to click home, go back to cPanel, and then we're going to click File Manager. Just move this back down a little bit. Click File Manager. Now I usually have Document Root 4 selected as well as Show Hidden Files. That's just me. I'm going to go ahead and delete that, although it may not be necessary. As you can see, now the directory is empty. So click the Upload button and Browse button. And the first thing I'm going to install is the import buddy.php file. And this should only take a couple seconds, hopefully. Okay, so that is complete. So click back to home. You can see it there. Okay, click the upload icon again. browse, and I'm going to install the bodybuilding blog zip file. So I'm just going to double click that. Now this could take 2 to 3 minutes with my slow internet connection. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video and resume after this is already installed. Okay, so that is now uploaded. As you can see once again it says complete, so I'll go ahead and click back to home. And now you can see the backup buddy, the PLR blogs, bodybuilding zip file, the import buddy file. So now what we want to do is go to the domain itself. Just move this up here. And you can see with the / type import buddy.php. Click enter. Okay, so now we're at step 1 of 6, and all we really need to do is click next step, and then next again. Okay, it says done here, which is okay to go, files extracted. Alright, so click next step again. And on step 4, we're going to need our database information. So go back to the file that I created before, Control-C to copy, put that for my database name. It's my database user, Control-C copy, and my password. Alright, and let me just move this down a little bit so you can see. Okay, so we have database user, name, user, and password. And then click next step. Import complete. Delete and import migration files. Okay, so ever since I've used this plugin, I always see these little sort of warning icons. I just ignore it. They're fine. You know, as long as it says thank you for choosing Backup Buddy, then everything's good to go. So I'll just move this back to the top. So now what I do is I go back to my domain URL, and I get rid of the import buddy bit and click enter. And there you go. There's the blog installed. Okay, so it's very, very, very simple. It shouldn't be any more complicated than that. You just create a database username, a database name, and or user, and password. Put that someplace in a notepad file just to have ready to go. You know, upload your files, your zip file and your import buddy.php in your file manager. If I go ahead and reload this, that's going to be nice and extracted, so I got all my WordPress files now. And then go through the steps 1 through 6 in the installation process, and that's it. I mean, it should be that simple, really. If you get stuck in any way, of course you can just contact me, but it really should be that simple. So that concludes this video. I want to keep these as short as possible, just so that, you know, I tend to talk and talk. So I'll see you in the next video, and once again, if you have any questions, just contact me on support email. But other than that, it should be that simple. All right, thanks.